The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Shai. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom, 240 and 4,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, coming at you with another lesson. And it's in regards to the end time prophecies manifesting right before our eyes. Because for a long time, people said that the prophets were crazy, bugged out, all right, especially those with Great Millstone. All right, the things that we prophesied to happen, they were saying that they're not happening. All right, such as the RFID microchip being made mandatory. All right, you had the IUIC leader, Bishop Nathaniel, come out and say, you know, there ain't no microchip coming. That's not the mark of the beast. All right, but now it's being made evident that the world is moving toward a digital system, and is getting ready to bring forth the RFID microchip as the main way of identifying yourself and making payments and ultimately being connected to this society. All right, as we prophesied, starting with the elder apostles to hard on down here at Great Millstone. All right, but I want to get this particular verse in the NLT to, you know, make it a little bit more clear for you. So here we have that same verse right here put up in the NLT. Habakkuk 2 verse 3 NLT, it says, this vision is for a future time. It describes the end and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. So there you go, man. That's a little bit more plain for you in this translation. So yeah, man, it might seem like it's, you know, taking a long time, but it's really actually happening pretty fast if you're paying attention. Okay. So without further ado, let me show you something real quick. Check this out. All right, fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes only, fair use. I'm not making any money off of this. This is for educational purposes only, fair use. It's from MSN.com. And it says Mexico moves to mandate digital payments for fuel and tolls. All right, check it out.
Mexico is taking a step toward a digital payments future. President Claudia Sheinbaum says her government is working with banks to make payments for gas stations and highway tolls digital. The goal is to expand access to digital payments and speed up financial modernization across the country. This matters because Mexico is still heavily cash-based, with millions relying on physical currency every day. By focusing on fuel and tolls, the government is targeting high-frequency transactions to drive adoption. It is a focused move, but one that could influence how payments evolve across the broader economy. Mexico is not going fully cashless, but the shift toward digital infrastructure is clearly underway.
So there you go. You saw that. Now, you know, those statements were conflicting because they are moving toward a completely cashless society, man. That's the main objective of the elites, the elite banking families, man. Okay, to bring forth what? The B system, man, which is a cashless system. There will be no more private transactions. So what they're doing over there in Mexico is they're going to make it more difficult for you to use cash, man, in certain aspects. As they said, they're trying to make that a catalyst to get everybody to adopt the digital system instead of using cash. All right. So, you know, paying for gas, you're going to have a digital means of payment, man, whether it be on an app on your phone, I guess a microchip in the near future. You're going to have this technology to make payments. You're not going to be able to have cash. It won't be usable, man. So that's what they're doing. They're trying to phase it out, man, because it's happening. And the leader of that country, Mexico, is actually a small hat, man. So name Claudia Sheinbaum. She a small hat. She a 1948er, man. So they're playing right into the hands of the elites, man. They're all a part of this beast system, man. And they're bringing it closer and closer every day. All right. So yeah, man. Prophecy is playing out right in front of our eyes, and we're actually calling for it, man. Like, come on, Esau, hurry up. You know, I'm ready for them to just go ahead and bring this system online and come out and say, hey, in order to make payments, everybody gonna have to have this microchip to identify themselves, so on and so forth. All right, we're waiting for that day, man, because that's a sign that we're close to getting the fuck up out of here, man. We're tired of being here, man. This wicked ass system. Everything here is corrupt. All right, we're ready for the kingdom of Yahweh Shai, man. We're ready for our Lord to return, our shepherd to return. And before that happens, they have to make this thing mandatory, man. So this is a step closer to the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip, the implantable microchip. All right, so check this out. Fair use, fair use. This is for educational purposes only, fair use. Excuse me. So check this video out right here from this guy named Jose Arteaga of Mexico. That's his channel. And he has a video talking about this very scenario that we're discussing right now. He's in Mexico, so let's see what he has to say.
Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Mexico's brand new cashless society and digital ID. Bruh. Yeah, that's right. I know for a lot of you guys out there, you guys are extremely worried about this. In fact, I did a video talking about this about a month ago, and well, you guys went hog wild with all kinds of theories as to what this means. A lot of you guys, were unfortunately disheartened as to what it means to move to Mexico, if you are going to move to Mexico or not. Because again, at the end of the day, for a lot of you guys out there, you guys are looking to run away from this, and yet, well, they're trying to implement it here in Mexico and, well, as you guys already know, all over the world. But what does it really mean? Again, I actually live out here. I've been out here for over 7+ years, and I've been talking about this for even longer than that. And I moved out to Mexico knowing fully well that one day, well, the whole world is gonna fall under this. But
all right, you heard what he said, right? He said he knew that the whole world would fall under this. And this is what we're telling you as the prophets, man. We've been saying this, man. They're going to bring forth a new world order, man. It's going to be a worldwide thing. Digital currency, RFID microchips, tracking and surveillance. Somebody just said right here in this comment, Shamrock Chris, he said, this is the mark of the beast. Come on, even these people online know it, man. So how come these Israelite groups are not teaching that the mark of the beast is indeed the RFID microchip, which is going to be the device where they hold your digital currency, your ID, right? Because they're over there talking about biometric identification over there in Mexico as well, man. They're all moving forward toward this thing, man. It's already pretty much fully implemented over there in Sweden. All right, they're doing it piece by piece, but eventually they're gonna try to bring it online for everyone, man. Okay. Track, trace, and surveillance, no bueno. All right, meaning that's no good. All right, so people know, man. Certain people know what's going on. All right, and you Israelites should be the main ones, voicing this, man. All right, those who call yourselves prophets and teachers, you should be talking about this, because this is one of the main prophecies that has to take place before we get the fuck out of here, man. Them shutting down society, however they, do it, they're gonna do it and bringing forth this digital system, man, in which you're gonna have to have a implant inside of your body. That's the mark of the beast. It has to be inside of your body. All right. An app on your phone is not the mark of the beast. Okay. Biometrics, you know what I'm saying? That's not the mark of the beast. All right, scanning your palm or whatever, that's not it. That's a step closer to it, but the true mark of the beast is the technology being implanted inside of your body, man. All right. So let's bring it out. All right. Revelation 13, plain as day, right here. Let's go ahead and jump down to about verse 15. We'll read verse 15 because that has an important point in it. It says, Revelation 13, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So we're talking about people dying over this right here, man. All right, this is a life and death situation that we're discussing, and people are not serious enough about this, man. All right. And what does it mean by he had power to give life unto the beast, or the image of the beast? All right, the beast is a system. All right, that new world order, the beast system, and they're giving life unto it by bringing these different mandatory laws into place. It's mandatory to use digital currency, all right, to get gas in Mexico. That's what they're talking about right here. All right. I mean, in that article that we just discussed. That's them giving life to the image. The image is the way of life pertaining to the beast system, the way that they want you to live in. All right. So they're giving life to the image of the beast, man. And then those who don't want to get down with that program, all right, it's going to eventually lead to, capital punishment. All right. I'm just telling you before it happens. Verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So they're doing it now by way of gradualism. They're requiring you to have a certain way of paying to get certain things in society, like gas, which is essential. All right. So that they can walk you forward towards receiving the mark, man. This damn devil works in gradualism, but they're going to have to speed it up because their time is short. So we're looking for something to take place in society to make everybody panic and run to take this RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right. It can either go in your hand or in your head, man. All right. Those are the main ways they're going to administer it. You see? And let's see, verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell, save he or except he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see that? You're not going to be able to buy or sell anything, not just gas and, highway tolls. It's going to be everything eventually. All right. And we believe it's going to be very soon, man, sooner than later. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. What is the number of a man? And that man is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, right? The Edomite. And his number is 666. All right. Because they're at the head of all this, man. 666 is going into complete carnality and corruption. That's what this devil is about. You see? And it's right around the corner, man. We can see it through the spirit. It's right around the corner. Okay? And we're preparing ourselves, man, to be pilgrims upon the earth. Because we're getting ready to have to be cut off from society, man, here very shortly. And you got to be okay with that, man. You got to be ready to be cut off from society, because once they make that thing mandatory to buy and sell, we're done with this place, man. Right now, we're functioning and moving, working and whatnot, paying bills. But once they make that chip mandatory to buy and sell, as it says in Revelation 13 and 17, Salakia, then we're done. That's our exit. It's going to be rough, man. Okay, but the Lord going to sustain us. Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, will sustain us. Now, I've been thinking about that as of lately, man. Preparing for the wilderness, man, spiritually speaking. All right, because as you know, in times of old, when we were leaving Egypt, the Israelites were being exodus out of Egypt. Okay, what happened? They were in the wilderness for a period of time, and that's where the Lord was testing them and trying their spirits. And a lot of Israelites fell short. You know what I'm saying? In that trial period in the wilderness, they wanted to go back to Egypt. They wanted to go back to slavery. You see, because it was uncomfortable for a period of time. Well, we're going to be uncomfortable for a period of time too. But, we know that this is leading toward our salvation, man. We got to get our mind ready. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be comfortable at all, man. All right, brothers got children and wives and whatnot, man. They're going to be complaining. And some of them are going to bow the knee and take the chip, man. So this is a very serious time we're coming into, man. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Let's get a quick precept. All right, here's that scripture that I kind of roughly paraphrase. This is 2nd Esdras in the Apocrypha, chapter 16 and verse 40. O my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. What does that mean? We're not going to have a certain dwelling place here in the near future. All right, we cool with that, man. As long as it's, leading towards and into this wicked ass situation that we find ourselves in. All right, this is a means to an end. Okay, we can't continue to be connected to this system. This is the Lord disconnecting us from this oppressive ass system, man, ran by Esau, Edom, and these heathen. Okay, so embrace it, man. The Lord got us. He ain't gonna leave us out here hanging. All right, but we're gonna be pilgrims upon the earth, man. Totally and completely relying on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for our every need, our food, our drink, our clothing. This is where that faith is gonna have to kick in, man, full time, man. And we cool with that, man. We don't want to depend on Esau, Edom anymore. We ready for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to show his providence for his elect, man. That's all we need is Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. We don't need Esau. We don't need his system, man. Point blank, period. And the Lord's finna show y'all this. He's finna show everyone that it's him that's in control. Esau don't control the food, our clothing, our shelter. It's Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. All right, now I had this real quick, and I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 3, starting verse 6, right? It says, but Hamashiach, Yahushua, as a son over his own house, whose house are we, if we hold fast the confidence and the rejoicing of the hope firm unto the end. You see that? We have the prophecy. All right, we understand that Esau's going to be taken down, man. We understand that his new world order, his beast system, is not going to be sustained for a long period of time. He's going to get it off the ground, and then the Lord going to collapse that shit. All right? And then Yahushua going to be here to bring in the kingdom. All right? We got to hold fast to our faith until the end. We got to hold firm to our faith, man. It says, let no man take thy crown. We can't let the wilderness, shake that crown from our hands, man. That spiritual crown of eternal life, man. Okay? We have the crown right now. That's why it says, let no man take thy crown. That means you already have it in the spirit. We already got the victory, man, through Yahushua. So just believe, man. It's all about having that faith, man. Even in the wilderness, man. Especially in the wilderness when things start to look bad, when the persecution arises, man. They're going to be calling us crazy for not receiving this mark, man. You're going to have your family members talking shit. Just take the mark. Just take the chip. Just go ahead, take it. It's not the mark of the beast. You need to put that Bible down and just take the chip. All that type of shit going to be happening, man. Okay? But we got to hold fast to our faith until the end. Our faith is in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? Wherefore, as the Holy Spirit saith, today, if we will hear his voice, harden not your hearts as in the provocation in the day of temptation in the wilderness. Because our forefathers, man, all right, they, some of them, were, how should I say this, lacking in faith during that trial period in the wilderness after leaving Egypt. Like I said, some of them wanted to go back to Egypt. They're saying, man, this is too hard, man. We should have just stayed in Egypt. In captivity. You got Jakes, you got the Israelites that are going to be saying that same type of shit in these last days. All right? When the system finally comes online, those that had on fringes, those that were part of camps, all right? They're going to be turning coat, man, when things really get hard, when the Lord really brings us into that state of wilderness, man, where we're going to have to step out on complete faith. All right, but those who, lacked faith and wanted to go back to Egypt, the Lord was pissed off with them, man. They started coming up against Moses. They're going to be trying to blame us too. We shouldn't have listened to y'all Hebrew Israelites. Now look at us. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to lack faith and they're going to try to attack those who got it. But fuck them, man. The Lord got us, man. All right? You see, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua got us. He's not leading us to destruction, man. He's leading us to salvation. Those who take that chip, hey, that's what you're going to receive, man. Destruction. You're being led to destruction. All right. So understand that, man. We don't want to provoke the Lord to anger, man, because the Lord was pissed off with them, man. That's why they died in the wilderness. They didn't enter into the promised land because they lacked faith when things got rough. We can't be like that. And I think about this a lot, man. Like, yo, when shit gets really real, man, when you can't pay your rent, you get evicted. All right. For not taking that chip. All right. You can't put gas in your car. For not taking that chip, it's going to be rough, man. But we also understand that the favor of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is eventually going to kick in. And he's not going to leave us destitute out here, man. All right? Let's read a little bit more. Verse 9, it says, when your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my works 40 years. Because they were in the wilderness for 40 years. Now, we're not going to be here that long, man. All right? Through the Spirit, we understand we're not going to be here underneath the beast system for no 40 years, man. All right, it's going to be soon after they make this thing mandatory that the Lord going to allow World War III to go nuclear. In the midst of that, Yahushua and the angels returning to save the elect. That's going to take place. It tells you about that in the book of Job. I think the 20th chapter. I think Job 20 and 22 goes into that. But yeah, man, they were tempting the Lord in the wilderness. All right, and the Lord was doing miracles, feeding us with manna. Okay, that was something new. When you go to that word manna, it means, what is it? They never seen that before. The Lord was doing miracles, man, that they never even could conceive in their mind. He rained quail upon them so they had meat. All right, quail is like chicken. You know Jake love that chicken. The Lord did that for them, man. They were groaning and complaining, man. All right, not having faith. It tells you in Hebrews 11:6 that without faith, it's impossible to please him. Let's get that real quick. So here we are in the book of Hebrews chapter 11. I'm going to actually get verse 1 and jump down to 6 because it tells you what faith is right here. Hebrews 11:1. This is the definition of what faith is. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. All right, that's what faith is. Though you can't see certain things with your carnal eyes, you got faith that the Lord gonna bring it to pass. All right, Abraham, you know what I'm saying? He's a good example of faith, man. The faith of Abraham, he just believed the Lord. The Lord said, hey, get you from your father's house and go into this land that you've never been to before. And Abraham just said, cool, packed up and left. And the Lord blessed him and his seed. Okay, we got to have that faith, man, that childlike faith, just believing, man. Though we don't see the end result, we know what the Lord said, man. The Lord said we're going to eat in times of famine. All right, we're going to drink, we're going to be taken care of. We're going to be merry and have abundance. And everybody else going to be lacking, and the heathen going to be jealous. It tells you that in the scriptures, man. We got to believe on this word. You see what I'm saying? Okay, even though we can't see the exact situation we're going to be in Jacob's trouble we're in Jacob's trouble, but when it gets crazier, just know that the Lord got us, man. All right, now let's jump down to verse 6 real quick. Here it is, Hebrews 11 verse 6. Heavy hitter, it says, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. We're going to be seeking the Lord in that time, man. We're doing it now, but even more so when the society collapses, man. When shit gets really hectic, we're going to be leaning on Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai in prayer, man. And we're going to be expecting the Lord to come through for us, man. That's what that faith is, expecting the Lord to do something for you, man. He's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Have we not been doing that as the hopeful elect in these last days? Who have woken up to this truth, all right? Who are seeking the Lord in sincerity? He gonna make sure that we taken care of, man. All right? And it all just comes down to your faith, man, because without that, the Lord ain't pleased with you. If you over here doubting and thinking the Lord ain't gonna come through for you, then the Lord is not pleased with you. You gotta pray and rebuke that doubt demon, man. We can't be doubting right now, man. All right? Because that's a demon. What if the Lord don't take care? Nah, man. Get rid of it. The Lord don't take care of his elect, man. Point blank, period. He's not a man that he shall lie. So understand that, man. But those without faith, they're going to be left destitute out here, man. All right? Believe on the word of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. That's it and that's all. But the thing is, this system is getting ready to come online, man. Esau has a short time left. He knows it. They're getting frantic. All right? And eventually this system going to crash. And the mark of the beast is going to be made mandatory. And those who take it and receive it for any reason, the Lord going to destroy you. Right? You've canceled your salvation out because that shows that you don't have faith in the Lord. You put your trust in the system enough to have a fucking microchip implanted into your brain or into your hand. So that's the ultimate sign of disrespect towards Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai, and there's a judgment that comes with that, as it tells you in Revelation 14:9. But for time's sake, I gotta wrap this video up, man. But it's all about faith, man. The hard times are coming. They're going to increase. It's prophesied. All right. The time of Jacob's trouble will be in full effect here very shortly, man. We got to detach from this society and cleave unto Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai in faith. And before you know it, man, the kingdom will be here and Yahweh Shai will be amongst us, man. So I'm in this lesson right here. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bashmi Al-Shai. And Kwame Yasharala and Abad Babal. Shalom to the elect.